This is my best Dan Carroll voice coming to you live from the Illegal Shift Studios in this very special edition, as Dan always says, of the One More and I'm Out of Here podcast. I know it looks weird. Everybody's looking. Dan looks a lot prettier. It's absolutely crazy to me right now. But no, we decided to do a special edition today. And I have a special co-host who some of you may or may not know her by the name of Jill Billy 007.
See me in the chats.
Welcome to the podcast, Jill.
Thank you. Thanks for having me, dude.
All right, so you got to carry this. You have to carry this thing because I have no idea how to do this without Dan here.
Confident in that ability at all, but here we are. We're gonna have fun. So
talking
happy
that thing,
Sunday, everybody.
Talking to that thing like it's a wiener.
That's highly inappropriate.
You're a lot more soft spoken than Dan, so I have to adjust some things.
It's true. He's got a booming voice.
But yeah, so we decided Dan was unable to podcast today, and I wanted to put some content out. So
I'm honestly surprised we're able to podcast today after the night we had last night.
Ooh, yeah, last night was that was a banger. That was a banger of a night. If you watched our Instagram, the Instagram video, or story,
when we got home at 1:30 a.m.
I think we killed it though.
We did. We crushed it.
I looked at it today though. I was like, oh shit.
We met some friends of ours out. We had one of the local bands that we love and follow. Marsha Brady was playing nearby.
By the way, I'm Jason Kiefer, by the way.
Oh yeah.
That's Joe Gibson.
Time to start drinking again, I guess. Oh, I gotta put it closer. There we go.
Fucking new guy.
I'm sorry.
What are you drinking, by the way?
This is a hard AF peach seltzer.
Yeah.
Courtesy of the Drinking Bros.
Drinking Bros. She had to make a trek up to Columbus to get it. But
I actually made 2 special treks up to Columbus to get it. The first time they had sold out of the last case of hard AF seltzer about 10 minutes before I got there.
Ooh, that's good.
It's good.
That's like trouble good.
Yeah. It's danger. It's danger juice.
I'm bouncing between my Miller Lights and I'm drinking one of Dan's Natural Lights. So don't anybody tell him.
Which I love the old school can.
Mm-hmm.
I like the throwback can. It's a good look.
So here we are. Jill's first time co-hosting, been a guest. And I pulled up some articles just because I wanted your opinion.
Can't wait.
I told you it's either going to be really, really good or it's going to be a complete shit show. But real quick, I
did not kill Dan. Dan is alive, as far as we know, unless Paula has killed him,
or Nobes killed him on a golf course today,
or he offed himself after a bad round of golf. We don't know.
Potentially,
we don't know.
Real quick, I'm going to give a Rob update. So got to go down and see Rob today. We got him out of his room, got him outside in the sunlight, so he could get some vitamin D for a little bit.
Beautiful day today.
Yeah.
Here in sunny Cincinnati, Ohio.
It was actually way better than I thought it was going to be today.
It was nice.
But so Rob's doing okay. Again, like I said before the last podcast, we got a long way to go, but we got him out. So we took some pictures, and with the approval of his wife, I'm allowed to show this picture. But so we had him out, and I know it's kind of a small picture, but got him in a wheelchair, got him outside, hanging out. He's progressing. He's being Rob. He's being very ornery and a little difficult at times, but he seemed like he had a good day today. So I
think that's the first time I've seen Rob not in like slacks and a button-down shirt.
Right.
It's the first time I've seen Rob in athletic gear.
Athletic gear versus attorney
attire.
Yeah. But yeah, so he's progressing. He's getting there. It's slow goes, slow wins.
Thank you for your continued thoughts and prayers. T's and P's, except
T's and P's
spelled out all the way because they're real. They're real for Rob.
I like that. T's and P's. Good work. But
that's a Tansy special.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
But so I'll be back down tomorrow. See how each day. I mean, he gets tired, because they're working his ass off. as they should. So he was doing well today. So we'll take that, and then we're gonna knock out a couple ad reads right quick if I can find them. I normally have Dan have this shit dialed up, but we're going to talk about our friends at Engraved in USA. Engraved in USA, in business for over 25 years, engraving your business awards, promotional, employee and customer, brewery, drinkware, golf outing accessories, promotional, and recognition items. If you're a small or global company, we have the team that can design and produce quality items to enhance your business. Call the team of Tanya, Tammy, Tim, or Rich at 513-682-2557 and say, get ready, 100% to get the best personal touch from our friends at Engraved in USA.
Cheers.
I'm not used to having to read that. It's weird. Changes things up a little bit.
You did great. You've got a good voice for radio.
Probably I have a face for radio. That's a fact.
No, it's not true.
We'll get to our buddy Dan Varner later, maybe, if we get there.
We'll see. We'll see how the time goes.
Yeah, we'll see how this goes. All right, so Jill, we got some big things. Big things.
What's happening?
I'm going hard in the paint right out of the gate.
Okay, let's hear it.
So I have a video that I want to show you. You've seen it, but they haven't. This scares the shit out of me. When I saw this absolutely petrified the shit out of me.
Okay, let me check on that. Yeah.
So we were talking May 6, 8:45?
Yeah.
That works for me.
All right.
Do I need to sign anything?
No.
Just out of here. My comment about my client?
Yeah.
I just met her. She's really nice. She's really smart. She sounds like she's got the right idea about things. I really support what she's up to, and I think it's fabulous. How about that?
God, she's accused of, what is it, criminal trespass.
In the first degree, yes.
Is she innocent or guilty?
She's innocent, of course.
She's innocent, okay. Well, she's caught on video being arrested and allegedly protesting. So I'm trying to get all sides. So
My client has pled not guilty. My name is Stephanie Mueller. I'm in the directory for the Washington State Bar Association. You can look me up.
Okay. Stephanie, thank you for your time. At this point, your client is being arraigned, though.
It's all just happened. Her hearing is over.
Got it.
It's done.
All right. Do you know when her next court date is?
I do.
I'd like to maybe just keep tabs if they're.
I think that's a great idea.
Could you tell me when that is?
No.
Oh,
Take
okay.
care.
Thank you, Stephanie.
All right, so
well, Stephanie had some nips out for Harambe there. And some serious clown makeup happening with lips drawn above and below. I'm pretty sure nobody's lips are that big, not even Kylie Jenner.
I saw that. So somebody, one of our followers that I met like firsthand at Rob's fundraiser, sent me that. People that I would not have guessed followed us with the dumb shit that we do, our antics. But yeah, so she sent me that, and Dan had seen it before, and I wasn't sure if it was actually like if it was fake or if it was real, because with AI and everything else and like all the bullshit on the internet, you don't know. But whether it's fake or real, can you imagine that being your defense attorney?
You can't afford a defense attorney, and so in walks your public defender, and that is who's defending you.
Like you said, nips out for Harambe.
First of all, no self-respecting woman who has put herself through law school would ever show up or be caught dead looking like that in court, and probably not even out on a Saturday night like we were last night. Like that's going out attire and not courtroom. That's not court appropriate.
I always use the term clown show. That literally looked like
That
a
was a
fucking
clown show.
clown show.
Those lips were drawn up so far they were almost touching the nose on the top of the upper lip.
I mean, I thought it was very impressive. And
In what way?
Stephanie carried herself very well.
Stephanie's carrying a lot. Stephanie's carrying a lot of baggage.
Well,
is
she's
what's
packing
happening.
heat too. She's packing heat.
The
The size of those tits
here's
are
my
fucking
thing.
huge.
I can't imagine what it must be like or feel like to feel like your body does not match how you feel on the inside. I can't imagine that. That video that we just watched to me is not look representative of an actual transgender situation. What that looks like is someone who has like fetishized women and is projecting like a sexual fetish out onto the rest of society. That's what that looks like to me.
Yeah, I mean,
It's cartoonish. It's Jessica Rabbit-y, like cartoonish.
I think that's a great term, cartoonish.
And it's over exaggeration.
So
Falk, you're not wrong.
our buddy Rich said Rob in his current state is a better option than that.
Exactly.
And I completely
Totally.
agree.
Totally.
Can you imagine a judge? So like you're standing there, you're trying to get out of like whatever it is that you did. You fucked up. You're in the court system. And all
Are
of a
you
sudden,
allowed to deny? Can you say I want a different public defender?
maybe. I mean, anybody that's a cop or an attorney that's listen to this, tell us. But can you imagine walking? You're like, oh fuck, my life is fucked right now. Jesus, Jesus, take the wheel.
They got me on camera, and now I got fucking shits and giggles over here defending me. It's great.
All of a sudden, in walks in
Tits and giggles.
tits and giggles.
Tits and giggles.
I like it. T's and G's.
G's and G's.
But in walks in this fucking idiot. Oh, I've got your case. My name's Stephanie Mueller. With fucking tits this big, nips this big. Jesus Christ. I mean, it's not a bad rack, but I mean,
It's a lot. It's a lot for court.
as long as you don't make it up past here.
That's a lot
You're
for
fine.
a Monday morning at 9 a.m. in the county courthouse.
How big a dick you think he's got?
I don't want to know, honestly. I have zero desire.
He's a very masculine voice.
Deep baritone for sure.
You think he's packing heat or not?
I don't think we can.
Do you think he still has it?
Probably. Yeah, I don't think there's. Do you think those tits were real or are they prosthetic?
Oh, they
They have to be
They're
prosthetic.
fake as fuck. Those things. I mean, those.
So those are
they
just
were like
like
torpedoes.
yeah, those are like two big nipped sandbags stuffed in a thin ass bra. But like, what is the point of showing cleavage that's not real cleavage? I don't get it. There's a lot happening there that confuses me, and none of it's good.
Fucking David J said tits up for Harambe.
It's out for Harambe. Yep. for
Yeah,
Sure.
that was.
Well, I'll never be the same after witnessing that. So
I would
thank
be
you.
fucking mortified if that was my public defender coming in.
I would be very nervous about my future freedom potential.
I'd be like, fuck it, just clink me up. It's fine.
Can I just change to guilty? Let's just save everyone time. Fuck this.
I'll
I'm done.
take my fucking bracelets.
Give me my rubber shoes. Let's go.
No, they get Crocs now.
Oh, they do.
Yeah,
I actually that is a punishment in and of itself. I wouldn't be caught dead in Crocs.
Fox said my boner is confused.
That's
So
funny.
yeah, Dan is, I showed that to Dan yesterday. Dan and I went to a bowling outing for the Norwood Police Department, which is a area around us. Put on a great event and throwing support and a bunch of warthogs. My police and fire motorcycle club, a bunch of guys were there and had a fantabulous time. Fantabulous. I mean, it was.
How'd you bowl?
I beat Dan 2 out of 3 games where he
Sure,
called.
he loved that.
He called the over. He called the over a 1, so he needed to beat me 2, and he did not. So
Dan is probably the most competitive person I know.
yes,
So
and I love it. Dan fell down 2 steps because it's like old school bowling alley. Like you have like just like 2 little teeny tiny steps to get down to the lane area.
he fell down at the bowling alley?
Yeah, he took a tumble, and then our buddy, his nickname in the club is Frankenstein. He took a tumble as well.
Uh-oh.
Not,
So it was a good time. Good time was
not
had by
even
all.
being drunk. It was so Roller, who if you've watched this podcast, is our Black History Month guest usually.
Average in
Average in all facets. He was him and I were the youngest ones there.
Love you, Roller.
I said we are literally bowling with elderlies. All we have to do is survive. 2 out of the fucking 5 people on our team fucking fell down.
Fell down. Well, it's a good day.
And I was like, well, I'm not working today. So
That's funny.
get your ass up. But yeah,
You're already down 1 co-host. He needs to be very careful.
I know. It's exactly what I told him. I'm like,
I'm
dude,
filling in for today, but this is I can't hang with you guys all the time.
I'm already yelling at Rob for sticking me with Dan.
I know. And trying to
And
break out of the clink.
And now I'll have to yell at Dan for sticking me with you. Shit. This is what it's come
As if
to.
you don't see me enough.
This is what it's come to. No, but we had a great time at this bowling alley. But on the last podcast, Dan said that the over under, he was like, I'm going over on 1. So I beat him the first game. I bowled like absolute dog shit. Still beat him.
I always bowl like dog shit. Even with bumpers on. I
Bowl-
still somehow manage to gutter ball with bumpers.
I bowled my brains out the second game, 181.
Nice.
And I smoked him. And then he beat me the last game. So he was like, "Oh, well, we'll have to go. We'll have to go to a pin total." I said, "Okay, well, that's fine," because I've got the score sheet.
Yep.
So I beat him 3 games. Granted, not great bowling. 458 pins for me. 418 pins for him.
So either way, you slice it.
Either way, you fucking lost. You lost, Dan.
You lost twice.
You fucking lost.
Good work.
He didn't want to hear that on the ride home
I'm sure he did not.
because I told him the whole way.
Yeah, he's super competitive.
But yeah, the Norwood Police Association puts on a great outing. They had a bunch of cool shit. The split the pots, all the things, but then also a lot of like sports memorabilia and shit.
Well, that's cool.
I'm pointing because I got OJ covered, but
The juice is covered up for now.
the juice is not loose today.
He's contained.
But yeah, no, it was probably some jail cell in Las Vegas after trying to steal back his sports memorabilia.
Ridiculous. Can't believe that's what they finally got him in jail for.
I know. It's
I
funny.
think he's out now, though, right? He
he
served his time.
He's out walking around.
He served his time for the kidnapping and the attempted robbery, just not the double homicide.
Yeah. You get off on that. It's just, I try to rob people. Cool. Neat. All right. So I want to ask you.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
I don't want to be unalived by OJ
It's
showing up at our door.
Oh yeah. You'll get shacked bigger than shit.
Probably.
You're short and you have short stature. You can't run fast.
That's true. I don't cover much ground quickly, even if I'm running as hard as I can.
So I want to pull this up. New mouse. Got to figure it out. Ex-WNBA player Val Whiting makes clear stance on transgender athletes in women's sports. So you being on the show today, I wanted to get your opinion, your take. So I'll read it real quick. But Val Whiting, a former WNBA player who has a 2-time national champion at Stanford, made her stance on transgender participation. Whiting gave her take on X, which I was trying to find her because I think it was a video, but I couldn't find it.
What do they call it now? Now that it's X, it's not a. Is it still a tweet? What are they? Or is it just a post?
Oh,
What do they call it now that it's X?
Well, I live
An Xcapade.
Oh, you might have just coined something right there.
Elon Musk, you can send me a check. I will DM me for my personal address.
In the podcast world, I live with Dan, so it's always still the tweets or
The Twitter,
the Twitter.
the X.
But let's see. Whiting gave her take on X after South Carolina Gamecocks head coach Don Staley was asked about the issue earlier in the day as the team prepared for their national championship game, which is going on right now, or might be over at this point. It was a very close game. But a lot of my basketball sisters feel differently, but trans women do not belong in women's sports, Whiting wrote. It's not fair nor safe for biological women. There has to be another solution for trans women to be able to compete athletically besides having them compete against biological women. So I'm going to start there. Your thoughts right there.
I agree. I think studies have shown, and it's just obvious, that men have a biological advantage over women. Testosterone helps a lot with that, I think, and we are lacking in that area as a species in with females. But yeah, I think you should compete. You can still play athletics and compete in athletics, competing against the people who were born of the same biological sex as you are. It has nothing to do with gender. Why? Just because you feel like a woman on the inside, that's not the body that you were born with biologically. So why are we ranking and having people play based on how they feel or how they identify gender-wise and totally ignoring the biological facts? That's leading to injuries, like with that high school kid
That
hurt 3 girls in the one game.
literally almost took out a whole goddamn team.
Like, I understand that LeBron James skipped college. He went straight from high school to the pros. But imagine if LeBron James identified as female and showed up in a
My
skirt,
name's Stephanie Mueller. I'm your
Showed
defense
up
attorney.
in a skirt, hair grown out in a ponytail, whatever, and is just throwing bows against bitches in college. Like, there would just be 5. I don't even know how many people play at one time. 5
Five on
on
each team.
5. So there would just be like 5 down girls on the other, just girls sprawled all over the court while LeBron is just running away and dunking on everyone. Like, that's what we're talking about here. And we're having a serious conversation about it. Like, this is a debate in our
Right.
society.
Yeah.
This is what we're talking about. That is ridiculous.
So this Whiting chick, she played around the same time as the Gamecocks women's coach, and said basketball Hall of Famer, played for the Charlotte Sting. Staley played more than 7 seasons with the Sting before a short stint in the Houston Comets. So this coach, trying to find it here real quick. She said, I'm of the opinion, if you're a woman, you should play. If you consider yourself a woman and you want to play sports or vice versa, you should be able to play. That's my opinion. You want me to go deeper? So being a head coach, she's in a spot because it says when asked whether she thought transgender women should participate in women's college basketball, she said yes. So she's put in a spot, but then she also, like, being a head coach, you're under the auspice of, obviously, I don't know what the head of a college is. I know some of them have chancellors
The dean
or whatever.
or president.
President, whatever it is. I thought it was a very bold statement for her to make.
Yeah.
To be like, yeah, you should be able to play.
I
Now,
agree. You should be able to play. It's who you're playing against.
Exactly. And
Everybody should be able to play if you're good enough to make the team. But I don't understand. My thing with rights is your rights end where my rights begin for my personal safety and well-being. So why are we jeopardizing the health and safety of the majority of biological females on these sports teams to pander to 1% of the population that wants to compete against biological women when they were born biologically male. I don't understand this.
It's that's, I mean, it's just such, to me, it's such a very gray area for you to be able to make that statement as the head coach. I mean, granted, this NCAA women's has been more exciting to watch.
Mhm.
I've never watched in my entire life NCAA women's basketball, but it's been very, very exciting to watch. You've got Caitlin with Iowa,
Mhm.
going. The Gamecocks were undefeated. Rich said they won. I didn't see the end of the game, but I knew
nice.
but they ended up winning. But it's the most that I've ever paid attention to it.
Yeah.
But seeing like this type of shit, like as a head coach, to put your line in the sand that way,
I
like
mean, everybody's entitled to their opinion. But
absolutely. But when you're getting paid
yeah.
a good amount of money,
Yeah.
that's a big it's a big fucking line to fucking put. I'd be like, I'm going to defer that to my bosses.
Yeah.
That's exact. I'll push that up the chain. There's no way I'm fucking making that statement. And she seemed very steadfast in her saying that, and that would scare the shit out of me.
I
Like,
think a lot of times too, people are just scared of getting canceled by cancel
Yeah.
culture. If you're afraid if you don't go along with the woke crowd, then
yeah, if you're not getting
The
along, you're
mobs-
not coming along. You're
the
fucked.
mob will be after you.
So I'm trying to
Which-
catch up on some of the comments.
Oh,
Wilker,
thanks, Britt.
Wilker said, I hope nobody broke their ribs. Fuck you, Wilker. I'm good. I'm solid. I'm here. And she doesn't have to deal with me.
That was rough. I'm not gonna lie. You were a good patient though. You weren't taking out your pain and anguish on me.
Yeah, it's because you doped me
Which-
up.
That is also true. Yep. I just kept him chock full of drugs.
Oh, look, Cincy 513's in the chats.
Hey, Cincy 513.
You can call them the game cunts.
What is a gamecock? Like, what is that for real?
It's like
is that
a
bird?
it's like a fucking rooster
Oh,
or some shit.
okay.
Cock is a rooster.
Is it?
It is.
Okay.
It's a gamecock.
Learn something new.
It's a game rooster.
Learn something new every day.
I think that's very offensive what you just said and what I put on the screen.
I think it's funny.
Cincy 513.
I think it's funny. I think it's a good one.
Let's see. David J. I'm an Apache helicopter. Will Gray. They're having their own little conversation. I want to be a helicopter. Why don't people affirm my true self? I got you.
We were just talking about how in the middle school near us, apparently I don't know if it's still going on, but last year the principal was allowing the 7th and 8th grade students to like bark and meow and wear their ears like when they identify as animals.
Furries.
Well, furries is when you like having sex in like a fursuit.
Oh,
like
yeah, that's right.
that's a fetish.
That's different.
That's a thing.
Sorry, my bad.
Actually, furries are banned from Disney World, in case you didn't know. That's a real thing too. Not allowed to come in.
See, bringing you on fucking educates everybody.
But no, like I don't know what it's called when you identify as and you think you are a cat or a dog, but whatever that is.
Weren't they talking about? They were talking about putting litter boxes in the goddamn bathroom.
I don't know if they ever.
I don't
really
think
did
that
or if
actually
that
ever
was
happened.
Just a rumor, but I'm like, okay, so we can't wear tank tops because shoulders are super distracting, but barking and meowing during class, that's fucking fine. We're good there.
Meow.
I can't even tell you if Zoe ever came home and was like, Mom, I identify as a dog, I'd be like, cool. Guess what dogs don't get? Fucking phones and iPads. So give me all your shit and looks like you're shitting in the yard because that's what dogs do. Also, like if we're going with this, we're going full out.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
You eat out of a bowl. You drink out of a bowl.
What's it called?
It's called retarded. It's what Cincy 513 said. It's called retarded. And I agree.
Yeah, I don't know what our society is coming to at this point.
But this is the shit that the fucking left allows to happen because they're like, oh well, we're going to be more coddling and more
Inclusive.
Yeah, inclusive. Everybody gets a turn.
Unless you're a skinny white boy trying to join the fat convention. What's that, fat club?
Oh fuck! I showed that.
You
the
played
other day.
that.
Yeah.
You played that the other
That
day.
was the greatest thing ever.
He identified as 275 pounds.
Yeah, he was
A
he
buck
was
10.
he was the
soaking wet.
greatest dude. I want to meet him. I want him on the podcast
You should look him up.
because I think that was
Or
the
get
greatest
him
thing
on.
ever.
That was so funny.
But yeah, you're allowed if you look different and want to be in their group, you're not allowed.
No.
But if they look different and want to be in your group, they have to be allowed.
Yes.
Isn't that fucking ironic? So weird. So weird how the world works.
Oh, can't we all just get along?
R.I.P. Rodney King.
Oh,
You did it, not me. It's normal with me. It says some
That's
fucking
true.
off color shit.
that's true.
All right, so we got another one.
Oh, damn. What's this?
Read the headline first. Hillary Clinton met with student protests during visit to alma mater Wesley College. Blood on her hands. This stupid fucking bitch.
Biden versus Trump. We know that.
It is. It is.
What do you say to voters who are upset that those are the two choices?
Get over yourself. Those are the two choices.
Yeah, love that.
Right? And
Yeah,
you know, it's kind of like one is old and effective and compassionate, has a heart, and really cares about people, and one is old and has been charged with 91 felonies.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean,
Okay. Interesting.
I like how she just
I
admits the
don't
fact that
understand why this is
she
even a hard
hasn't been
choice,
charged
really.
with
I don't
felonies with
understand.
destruction of
We have to go
evidence.
through the
and-
election, and hopefully people will realize what's at
Tampering.
stake because it's an
because
existential
her last name is Clinton.
question. What kind of country we're going to have, what kind of democracy we're going to have, and people who blow that off are not paying attention because it's not like Trump, his enablers, his empowerers, his allies are not telling us what they want to do. I mean, they're pretty clear about what kind of country they want.
Yeah, we want to fucking make money. We want to make money, but that dumb,
I'd like a safe country where I can afford groceries.
that
personally.
dumb fucking bitch. I'm gonna say it. Like you said, destroyed fucking evidence.
Yep.
Has allegedly been at the hand of people that have killed multiple fucking people to clear her or her husband out of all of their shit. But she has the fucking audacity to say that we have a fucking an old president that
Did
is
she say old effective or defective?
effective.
Oh,
Effective.
I
Like in the positive.
defective is more.
That's what I see.
That's more appropriate.
And when I saw that clip, I was like, are you fucking kidding me? And you sit there in your fucking ivory tower or wherever the fuck it is you are with all of the and with the the protesters that are out there saying you have blood on your hands. Well, she absolutely fucking does. It hasn't been proven. I understand that. But
Well, I mean, I think Benghazi has been proven. That's
Well,
pretty
that's
pretty clear.
that's definitely
That
been proven.
ambassador and the I think it was 3 other military people who were trying to protect him.
Absolutely fucking ridiculous. When I heard that and watched it, I was like, well, are you fucking kidding me?
I'm actually a little surprised that she's getting protested on college campuses because colleges are such like woke liberal breeding grounds where diversity in thought is not accepted or encouraged. College used to be a place where people could go and, debate ideas, and it was about expanding your mind and thinking about things and debating different viewpoints. And that's not what it is anymore. So I'm actually surprised that anybody did show up to protest her, because that's especially on that in that venue
Yeah.
on a college campus.
Fox said another woman with a dick.
She is so salty that she put up with Bill Clinton and all his shit for all those years, thinking like, I just gotta eye on the prize. I'll be president someday. And then she fucking put up with all that bullshit, getting cheated on left and right, and then lost to Trump in 2016.
And then loses.
And then she lost her damn mind.
then
She
she got even more salty.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Very haggard.
absolutely fucking astounding to me that, and I know Cincy 513, supports the left, which is fine, and I love the banter back and forth, but how you can be that fucking naive that our president right now is effective, and people are going to talk about the stock market and everything else, but look at the fucking gas price and look at everything else. And I will say, I do agree in the fact, one thing that she said,
What's that?
we have Biden and Trump.
Yeah, well, that's true.
Get over it.
Those are your two choices.
Get over it.
Or Kennedy. Has Kennedy still in it?
He's
Has he
still in
dropped
it.
out?
He's still in it, but I mean, he's kind
You
of
have two choices with a reasonable chance of winning.
correct. Yeah, that's probably a better way to put it. But it just it scares the shit out of me that we have people that are going to listen to that dumb bitch. And to where he's old, but he's effective and he's compassionate.
I would like a list of the things that he's been effective at.
He doesn't know
Because
where
so
the
far,
fuck he is.
He was supposed to be uniting our country.
He poopied on the potty this
He
morning.
was supposed to bring us all together. I don't think we've ever been more divided. He was supposed to Kamala. He put Kamala on the border czar task of shutting that shit down, and then we're just streaming. Not only are we allowing people to stream across the border, just in the millions, thousands at this point, he's flying them in. He's booking them flights from countries that are just mass, like letting their people out of prison, and then he's flying them in with our dollars, our taxpayer dollars.
You and I just want to fucking pay to go on a goddamn vacation.
I just want one trip. Is that too much to ask? Can I feed my family and maybe go see something cool once a year? Is that are my expectations
one time
really out of line? I don't know.
Oh no.
What did Cincy say?
I struck a nerve. I didn't mean to. If you pay attention to what I say, I'm not a huge lefty. I just know Trump and his MAGA morons are all idiots and bad for the country. Okay. I mean, that's and I accept that. Like there are
I don't consider myself on the right either. I go back and forth depending on what issue we're talking about.
Yeah. What is it? How is it going to help me?
Yeah.
How's it going to help my family?
Mm-hmm.
Here and Dan and I have talked about it, and me, Dan, and Rob have all talked about it. If you start small, school board, council members, trustee members, whatever it is, all the way up, but you have to vote on the things that are what you think are gonna help you. But every politician's a fucking liar, though. Every one of them.
Yeah. You have to vote based on what is your priority in the moment. What are the most pressing, urgent issues that you think are of greatest import right now? That
Why don't you act like you love me and
you
lean
and your
this way
family
a little bit?
Well, because I'm trying to if I look this way, then I get too far from the microphone. Then you can't hear what I'm saying.
I know, but then you're out of the screen.
I'm sorry.
I want everybody to see your pretty face.
Oh, I do love you. This thing is, first of all, these headphones, how fucking big is Dan's head? Because this shit.
He brings his own.
Oh my God. Look at how far this is sticking up from my head.
Matter.
And I also don't love swallowing with headphones on. I don't like hearing myself swallow.
Oh my God. You teed it up. You fucking teed it up. I'm not going to say anything, but you know what you did. You know exactly what you did.
You know what you did.
You filthy. Filthy.
Talk about that later.
I don't even know her. I don't even know her right now.
You love me and you know it.
She is a very, very sweet girl. Very innocent. I'm actually scared for my life a little bit at times. So
I do not know what you're talking about.
If you see me do this,
Oh my God.
that means that's a call for help, and I need somebody to call the authorities.
I'm the nicest person ever.
Dan brings his own headphones in.
Oh.
Those
Then
are
is your head this big? Whose headphones are
no,
these?
those are guest headphones. I
Oh.
don't know whose fucking head's been.
Well, we're getting some new guest headphones.
Could be Marty Brenneman. Could have been Solomon Wilcots. You want
Oh.
to talk shit about those people?
Absolutely not. Love Marty and Solomon. Solomon used to be my neighbor, actually.
I know.
I used to drive his stepdaughter to school.
Oh, neat, cool story.
You should write it down and tell it at parties.
I'm gonna text Solomon. I'm gonna text Solomon. And be like, hey, remember Jill?
Yeah,
You just have a
super
tiny
nice.
fucking head, is what it is.
Well, I have a tiny, pretty much everything. I'm like 5 feet on a good day.
You're
Whatever.
borderline midget.
Yeah, good thing I'm not.
Which we brought.
That would be
We
a
brought
problem
that
for you,
we
considering your midget phobia.
yeah, midgets scare the shit out of me. Fucking small hands. Smell like cabbage.
What?
According to Austin Powers. Carnies. They call them
Oh
carnies.
my God.
No, we brought up the a couple guys that were bowling with us, listen to the podcast, but like don't listen to every one of them. And I called Dan out on Front Street with the midget letter, which is probably
That was a good one.
the hot.
That was one of Rob Herking's best pranks, I think.
Yes.
Kudos to Rob on that. You know what? Cheers. 100%
Oh
to
shit!
Rob.
Everybody drink, motherfuckers.
Drink. That was one of Rob's best.
It was
well thought out, very well crafted, and got some fan participation to make it come from a different city than our local
Yeah.
post office.
Liz Pittman.
Thank you, Liz.
Jumped on board.
Also, your cookies were delicious. Thank you.
Yeah, she came up to the fundraiser and
Yep, she
delivered
came up.
cookies and bourbon.
I'm sorry I
bourbon
didn't get to
cream.
meet you in person that day. My daughter had a dance competition in Indianapolis, so I didn't get there till like 11:30.
I was telling the guys about Dan, and Dan's standing right behind me. I was like, yeah, Dan hates midgets, by the way. And gave him the whole story about how he did his little function with midget bowling. And
Yeah,
how-
I don't think Dan hates midgets. He just likes them best when he's bowling them or throwing them at a Velcro wall in a little Velcro suit.
so Rob's letter from the Little People Association of America was the greatest thing. And these guys were fucking dying laughing, dude. It
That
was
was a good one.
fucking hilarious. And Dan was like, yeah, you fucking had me for a little bit. I said, yeah, go back and watch that episode.
He was laughing at the beginning until it got to the part about they were going to file complaints against the FCC and 700, and then
700
Dan got a little
WLW.
quiet there for a minute until he figured out it was a gag.
Oh, it was awesome.
Good times. Well, we can't wait till Rob is better and up to his old hijinks.
Yeah, I mean he already is, but fuck, he's a fucking handful right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, we wanted to do a special edition today. Dan was unable, but I wanted to put something out. But we appreciate you guys being on here and dealing with our stupid antics. She's gonna beat me later.
That is false.
So remember that sign.
I've
Remember what I said.
I've never hit anybody in my life.
Really, I think that's inappropriate because I think
haven't.
you're lying.
I haven't hit anybody.
You hit me every day.
That is also false.
You hit me every day.
Categorically untrue. Erroneous.
Erroneous.
Erroneous on all counts.
But yeah, so this was a quick edition of the One More and I'm Out of Here podcast with a special guest co-host Jill Billy 007.
Thank you for having me.
It was weird. I have to fucking change all kinds of shit.
I know he has to move everything down. He has to move everything down for me.
I have to move the volume up, but everything else down, which is funny.
It's because of my sultry voice.
Yeah, sultry. But Jill, I am going to ask you the impervious question. Jill, do you manscape?